Have you ever felt stuck in a fog, mentally drained, unmotivated, frozen, like no matter how hard you try to get things done, something invisible keeps pulling you back? What if I told you there's a way to break that state in less than 60 seconds? And no, this isn't woo-woo. This is backed by neuroscience. Stick with me, because today I'm going to show you the fastest way to reset your mental and emotional state instantly. And once you learn this skill, you'll never feel powerless again. If you've ever felt mentally stuck, anxious, or unmotivated, hit the like button, because you're not alone. And make sure you subscribe. This is day 4 of our 7-day mind reset. Each day builds on the last. So let's get your brain back in your hands. We live in a world that's emotionally hijacked 24/7. From the moment you wake up, your phone, your inbox, your thoughts, they're all fighting for control over your state. But here's the truth no one talks about. Your emotional state controls your actions, and your actions shape your results. So if you can't change your state, you can't change your life. Let me say that again. If you can't shift your emotional state on command, you're living as a prisoner to the moment. But what if you could flip the switch, not with years of therapy or hours of meditation, but right now, in this moment? Think about this. What would change in your life if you could go from anxious to focused, from drained to driven, in under 60 seconds? Here's what's really happening in your brain. When you're in a low emotional state, your amygdala, the part of your brain responsible for threat detection, is on fire. It floods your body with cortisol and adrenaline. This triggers a fight or flight mode. Your focus narrows, your thoughts get foggy, you feel stuck. But here's the science-backed hack. You can interrupt that loop physiologically, according to research from Stanford and Harvard. When you change your posture, your breathing, or your focus, you send new signals to your brain. Signals that say, I'm safe, I'm in control, I'm choosing this. The result? You shift your emotional chemistry almost instantly. This is called state change, and once you master it, you become unstoppable. In just a second, I'm going to give you the exact 3-step protocol to shift your state in real time. But before we go there, let me tell you a quick story. 2 years ago, I had a moment. I was sitting at my desk, completely burned out, zero energy, zero focus. My to-do list looked like a wall I couldn't climb. I did what most people do. I scrolled, watched some videos, tried to motivate myself into action, but nothing worked. Then I remembered a technique I had read in a neuroscience article. It said, your body controls your brain more than you think. So I stood up, I threw my arms back, I took 3 deep, forceful breaths, and I said, out loud, this is not who I am. In 30 seconds, I felt like a different person. That day, I got more done in 2 hours than I had in the previous 3 days. So how do you change your state? Here's the 3-step protocol I use, and that science supports. Step 1. Shift your physiology. Stand up, roll your shoulders back, jump in place if you need to, change your posture completely. This disrupts the physical signal your body is sending your brain. Step 2. Breath reset. Take 3 deep breaths, in through the nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4, out for 6. This triggers your parasympathetic nervous system, shutting down stress mode. Step 3. Focus command. Close your eyes. Ask yourself, what am I focusing on right now? Then switch that focus. Visualize success. Visualize action. Visualize the feeling you want to have. This isn't magic. It's biology. Try this right now. Pause the video, do all 3 steps, then come back and tell me in the comments, how do you feel? And stick around, because in the next segment, I'll show you how to make this shift last all day. Yes, you can anchor your focus like a professional athlete. Let's go deeper. If changing your state instantly is powerful, what's even more powerful is locking that state in. Because let's be honest, we all know what it's like to start the day strong and crash by 3 p.m. So how do you hold the line? How do you anchor that focus so distractions bounce right off you? Let's talk about what elite performers do. Ever watch a tennis player bounce the ball the same way before every serve? Or a UFC fighter slap their chest and scream right before stepping into the cage? That's not superstition. It's called a state anchor, and it's one of the most effective ways to command your emotional state on demand. A state anchor is a repeatable cue, a movement, a word, a breath pattern that your brain associates with a specific emotion or mindset, and over time, it becomes automatic. Let me tell you how I created mine. Every morning, I clap once, stand tall, breathe in, and say, locked in. I've repeated this so many times that now, even on tired days, my brain responds. It's like pushing a button. Here's how to create your own focus anchor. 1. Choose the emotion you want to feel. Focused, calm, driven, confident. 2. Pick a physical action and phrase. Something simple. A hand clap, a stretch, a keyword like let's go or I own this. 3. Link them during peak states. Only anchor when you're already feeling good. That's how the association sticks. Do it daily. Reinforce it. Over time, your brain will tie that motion and phrase to that feeling. It's like installing a shortcut to confidence. Picture this. You wake up. Instead of grabbing your phone, you do your anchor. Clap, breathe, speak. Suddenly, your focus tightens. You feel alert, ready. Now imagine doing this for 30 days straight. What would that version of you be capable of? Think about this. How different would your life be if your default state was powerful, not reactive? If this clicked with you, drop a comment and share the anchor you're going to use. Tell the world, lock it in, and hit that like button if you haven't already, because this is just getting started. In a moment, I'm going to reveal the state killers, the hidden enemies that silently pull you back into low energy. If you don't spot these, your state will crash, no matter how strong your morning was. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt amazing in the morning, motivated, clear, ready to dominate? Then by the afternoon, you're scrolling, snacking, zoning out. What happened? It wasn't just low willpower. There are triggers in your environment that act like mental landmines. Your brain reacts to them unconsciously. Coming up next, I'll show you exactly how to spot them and diffuse them. We're going into the dark corners of your day. Stay with me. Let's talk about the 3 invisible forces that are constantly pulling your state down. These are the things no one teaches you to notice. They sabotage your mood, your focus, your self-worth. And unless you call them out, they'll keep winning. 1. Micro leaks. These are tiny, unresolved problems draining your bandwidth. An unanswered message, a cluttered desk, a bill you haven't paid. Your brain feels unsafe around incomplete tasks. 2. Energy vampires. Certain people drain your state. It could be a negative friend, a coworker who always complains, or even content you consume. If someone leaves you more anxious or bitter than before, you've just had a state leak. 3. The dopamine trap. Quick hits of dopamine, scrolling, junk food, endless YouTube rabbit holes train your brain to crave stimulation instead of satisfaction. You start chasing the next ping instead of chasing purpose. Now that you've seen them, you can disrupt them. Here's how. Start your day by asking, what is stealing my state today? Name it, then remove one. Close that tab, clean that desk, mute that chat, block 30 minutes. This sounds small, but small disruptions remove massive friction, and friction is what kills flow. Remember, every micro win gives you macro momentum. I remember a period where I was waking up anxious for no clear reason. I thought it was burnout, but when I finally audited my environment, I realized I had 17 tabs open every morning and notifications popping up non-stop. I was walking into battle already bleeding. Once I decluttered, digitally and physically, my baseline state improved by 40%. I didn't change jobs. I didn't meditate 2 hours. I just created less noise. Now that you know how to remove what's dragging you down, let's talk about how to amplify what lifts you up. Because getting back to zero is not enough. We're going beyond neutral. We're creating emotional power on command. Want a fast way to shift into a powerful state? Activate gratitude. Yeah, I know, it sounds soft, but listen to this. Studies from UCLA and Berkeley show that people who practice 3 minutes of gratitude a day increase dopamine and serotonin levels measurably. It's literally fuel. Here's the practice. Every day, say out loud 3 things you're grateful for. Not just list them, feel them. Let it hit you. Why does this work? Because gratitude blocks fear. You can't be anxious and deeply grateful at the same time. Try it. Let's do it together. Pause. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Now think of one person you love. Think of one moment that changed your life. Think of one thing you have today that you used to wish for. Let that emotion rise. Hold it. Smile if it comes. That's your shift. That's your power. You just rewired your brain in under 60 seconds. And now, we take it one step further. Because up next, I'll show you how to build a daily ritual so strong. Your state becomes your superpower. You'll no longer have to rely on motivation. you'll live from momentum. Ready? Let's finish strong. Now let's take everything you've learned and lock it into your day like a habit. Here's the framework I call the state ritual. It takes less than 5 minutes, and it will rewire your mornings, sharpen your focus, and build emotional armor. Do this every morning for 7 days. You'll feel the shift. Step 1. Wake up without input. No phone, no news, no social. Start in silence. Command the tone of your day. Step 2. Anchor, activation. Clap, move, breathe. Speak your phrase. Locked in. Step 3. Power visualization. Close your eyes. Visualize the outcome you want to create today. Feel it like it's already done. Step 4. Gratitude flash. Name 3 things you're grateful for and feel them. It rewires your brain to operate from fullness, not fear. Step 5. Micro win setup. Pick the first small win of your day and go do it. This gives you immediate momentum. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. You're turning your state into a system. You're moving from reaction to creation. You're teaching your nervous system that you are in control. People spend years trying to find motivation, but the truth is, motivation is a side effect of momentum, and momentum starts with the first intentional state shift. Remember, you don't need to feel ready, you need to act with intention. The feeling follows the focus. I've worked with people who were completely stuck, entrepreneurs, athletes, moms, students, and this ritual, done consistently, was the breakthrough. One guy I coached was waking up in panic every morning. We installed this 5-minute state ritual. After just 2 weeks, his anxiety dropped by 60%. His clarity returned. His performance doubled. It wasn't a new app. It wasn't a secret tool. It was mastering his emotional state. And now, it's your turn. So here's your challenge. Starting tomorrow, commit to this 5-minute state ritual. Don't overthink it. Just do it. Then come back here in 7 days and tell me in the comments what changed. And if this video gave you even one insight, smash that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe if you haven't, because tomorrow we go deeper. Let me leave you with this. Your mind is not a cage, it's a canvas, and your emotional state, it's the brush. Every day, you decide what kind of life you paint, and the world will reflect it back to you. So the next time you feel stuck, lost, or low, remember this: you have the power to change your state instantly. Not because you're special, but because you're human, and humans are adaptable. This is your edge. Use it. I'll see you tomorrow for day 5. Focus, anchor. How to stay disciplined every day. Don't miss it. Stay sharp. Stay intentional. You've got this.